USA Today, for the last 2 years, has ranked Yuma in the top 25 communities of job growth per capita. We're the only city in the whole state of Arizona, for as much as the governor likes to talk about all the great things happening in Maricopa County, we are the only city in the whole state that has hit this list for 2 years in a row, or hit this list at all in the last 2 years. 2016, we're number 3, and this last year, we were 23. Those are just an example of the 375 skilled industrial jobs that were created last year in the city. The overall economy, where are we? Well, we've had a drop and a rise in all the right things. The unemployment rate dropped by 9.3%. Our family income, the average family income, has increased by 14%. New homes went from about 110 just a few years ago to 522 new homes constructed last year. We've had a 6.3% increase in overall jobs. Revenue from the city tax, sales tax revenue is up 3%. Construction sales tax is up 20% year over year. See, I see this as a real indicator that we're going in the right direction. So when things are going well, it's pretty easy to coast. You take your feet off the pedals, kind of let the gravity take over, and you can move. You can move pretty fast. But which way are you going? We'd be going down, right? So success isn't about coasting. Success is about going uphill. It's about working hard. So we've got a lot to do, but the success that we've had in the past, we can build on for the momentum and to push through these other issues that we're going to go through here really quick. So our path to success, as John talked about, one of our things we're going to be dealing with this year is water. Path to success for our budget. This is the biggest thing, and Bill can attest to this, the biggest thing the city council does all year long is our budget. It's the most important, and it has the greatest impact on everything. The problem is the costs keep rising just to maintain the services we have, but they're rising faster than the revenues are increasing. So how do we do that? What do we do? So last year we formed a budget review committee. They went over the budget, did a great job. It's a huge task. And the recommendation was that we need to know more. So what we did is we moved it into our Neighborhood Leadership Academy, which is an academy, if you've not been through, it's a great opportunity to go through, beginning to end, the city of Yuma. And so we've added to that, what does the budget look like as you go through that program? So that we should, in the next couple of weeks, get a report back from them on the things that they've noticed about the budget, strengths, weaknesses, areas of improvement, things maybe we could improve upon. So that's important. We also have stood up a revenue committee. John is on our revenue committee, looking to community members for ideas on how can we generate more revenue, different revenue. That doesn't necessarily mean tax increase. It means how can we do things differently to increase the funding in the city of Yuma. A highway user revenue fund is that's essentially the gas tax, is what we know it as. The state has swept for the last 20 years a large percentage of that. It has impacted our ability to maintain our roads. What are we going to do? How are we going to address that? We've been pushing for years with other communities to get that restored, but that's not going to be enough. We need $8 million a year just to maintain our current roads. And I'm sure we don't want to just maintain what we have. We want to improve upon them. That's going to be $13 million. We can do that this next year, but after that, we're down to $3.5 million for our roads, and that's just not going to work. So we've got to come up with ways that we're going to address that through our the different elements to try to get this solved. But the big path to success is through you, Uncle Sam, pointing at you. The community can only be built by the community. So continue to do what you're doing, but look forward to see what else can we do. How else can we work together to get things done? This is my contact information. Let me know. I will meet with just about anybody. I will. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, because I blew by your other 1-minute warnings. Please reach out. Let me know what you're thinking, what your concerns are, what your ideas are. Transparency and accessibility of government is paramount, and I look forward to do that. Thank you very much, and good morning.